Hi friends, I am Shravana and welcome back to my channel Sparkling Future. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the latest video notifications. Thank you. Friends, today we will see how to read semi-structured data in Spark. This is the sample input that we are going to see today, and this requirement is given by one of our friends, and thank you friend for giving this opportunity to work on this kind of requirement. And if you see the input data here, like this is the first one. As per the schema, this entire thing will be under timestamp and there is a comma, you can notice, and then this is the PID. Okay, and in the second line you can see price and view time has been added. So basically it has four columns. One is the timestamp, second one is the PID, third one is price, and fourth one is view time. And if you notice, in the first column it has the timestamp and what is the channel and what is the event. So if we have, and overall file is actually it's a comma separated, but again this first column alone it is having different delimiters. So today we will see how to make it as a flat file in the sense with the proper structured data. So friends, from this structured data, like we just saw in the text pad, right, the same thing, this kind of semi-structured data or any kind of unstructured data, if you take, you just have to first analyze how exactly we can flatten that, what are the delimiters available, and if you just see the pattern you will clearly understand how to flatten that file. And this semi-structured data should become in this manner, like PID, price, view time, event, channel and date timestamp. So first we will see how to do this in Scala, and in the next video we will see how to resolve this in using PySpark. So friends, I have created a Scala object and created a Spark session. Now in this kind of files, right, we have to define schema, because that's when we will tell the without schema, if you take, what will happen is in the second line, right, the first line has only till PID and the second and third lines were having price and view time. So if you have such kind of indefinite columns in each row, right, it's always better to have the schema supply to the while reading the file. So here I am saying that val by schema and then new struct type. So here for this purpose I have imported this arg apache spark SQL types dot placeholder. Because of that reason it is not giving the error. If I just comment this, you can see error here saying not found. So I have to import these types. So now for this struct type I am going to add all the columns. This is how we will create the schema. So first one that we had is timestamp, which is a very big one, which is having multi delimiter thing. So I am considering this as string type and then nullable to true. Then the second column is PID. Again this is string type, true. Then the next one is price. That is also in string type. Actually we can have integer type as well, it doesn't matter. I mean it does matters when you are working with the proper file. You have to make sure that you are using the proper data types. View time. So we have created the schema now. Now let me create a data frame, the same thing that I have showed, right, that CSV file here like this kind of semi-structured data. With that file I have created a CSV file which is logs.csv, the same content actually. So now we need to read that CSV file. Before reading the CSV we have to apply the schema that we just created here. Then pass that logs.csv df.show. Now I am saving this, I am running this to show you how exactly the output will look like. So friends, if you see, the first entire column has come under timestamp, PID has PID equal to this one, and price and the view time. And if you notice, we don't need this PID equal to string, we need whatever is there after this equal to. And also in this timestamp we have to fetch. Okay, what I will do is, give me a second, if I do false, which is actually meaning that don't truncate, show entire string, don't truncate any of the characters. And if we put that, it will show entire column details without truncating, means without trimming the data. See, this is how you get this column name. So from here again we have to take timestamp till here, this is the channel and this is the event. Let's see how to do that now. Now let's create another data frame. Friends, just for understanding, I am making multiple data frames and then I am showing that to you. All these can be done in a single data frame operation because using the chaining operations. Okay, so this data frame 1 df1, what we will do is df dot, which means here whatever we have created, this df dot with column. So from with the column, what all we need to fetch is, first we have to fetch the timestamp. Okay, so in using this timestamp from here, right, from this entire string, consider this entire thing as a string. Then from this string we have to trim it until we get the required details. So for that I'll just, because we already have the timestamp here, you will get confused, so I'm giving some other name, but we can use the same name as well, it will be updated. So once we rename that, we will not be able to use it. Once you rename that same thing, then we will not be use it further. But once you do it using the with column, we can use it further as well, no issues. But just for the understanding, I am giving a different name. From this timestamp we will fetch whatever is required. So here I am using rtrim function. I have imported this statement which says that org apache spark sql functions and placeholder, which means I need all the functions. It did not give the error here. Okay, I mean this error is because I didn't pass the input parameters yet. So in the rtrim, first we have to split it, right? After that only we will do rtrim. So in the split, what we have to do, we have to say that df of, what is the column name is timestamp. So we have first take the timestamp of column, split it with space. If you see here in the output, we have spaces here after each and everything. So when you split, what will happen is, this is 1, 2, 3 and this entire thing will come to 4. Like after splitting, it will become like array of elements or list of elements, and we need this first one for the timestamp, correct? So for that, what we will do is, after trimming that, first we are splitting and then we are trimming for any other spaces. Now after when you use split, it will create array of elements, but we don't need all the array and we want only the timestamp which is in the first position. Once you split means first, second, third and fourth, it will become as 4 elements. So for taking only the first, we have a function called element at. Okay, we have to use that, and we'll say element at 1, which is the first position I want, which is the timestamp. Okay, now I am closing the with the, I hope I have closed all the braces. Let me check it. First is this one, we are splitting by space, and we need element at 1 from this array, and then r trim and with column. Okay, so the similar way we will fetch the required details from that timestamp. So what is the next one is channel. So I'll just copy paste this. I'll say channel, and channel will come in 1 2 second position, right? So I'm giving 2 here, and similarly what is there in the third one we don't need, because it's just an hyphen, and we need this event which is there in the fourth fourth position, I should say, fourth element of it. So I'm giving 4 here. Now let's do dot show. We have taken the first, second and fourth, and okay, I am running this one to just show you how it will come now. And also let me drop the this one timestamp. We don't require it any at this point, because we have already pulled whatever information that we needed, so we don't need that anymore. So friends, if you see now, we have almost flattened the structure. Like PID has only PID, price has only price, view time has only view time, and date timestamp has only the date timestamp, and channel has only whatever is required, and event has captured all the events. Now we have almost there, but we don't need this extra string which says that PID equal to, because we need only the PIDs, correct? So now how we have to do is, I'm commenting this one, this part, okay, because dot show will become a like it's a action, right? We need a data frame for further operations. So now I'm taking this df1, saying that with the column, what we need to do now is, first we have to fetch the PID. Okay, so I'll put it in I'll just use the same so that it will be overwritten. No need to drop it again. Okay, now we need the PID column. What we have to do is, we just have to do the same thing, but here we need the string after equal to. We don't need this entire thing. So when you split by equal to, it will become 2 elements, array elements, like first and second, and we need only this second part of that. So here we will say 2, which means that split this not timestamp, okay, PID we have to see, the column name is PID here. So we have to split this PID by equal to and take the second element as PID. The meaning of this statement is this one. Okay, and element at will give the index of that, and we can use it. Do the same thing for remaining. Remaining means next is price. Price also same. F1. Okay, and next one is view time. And next one is date time. We have got proper output, channel proper output, and event we need. Okay, and do dot show, and I am running this now. Okay, and if you see, we have proper output now, which says PID as only PID, price as only price, and view time, date timestamp, channel, and event. You can clearly see that equal to part has gone. So now it's fine, but let's say you have 100 columns, you cannot write 100 with columns, right? So for that reason, I'm just commenting this part. There is a function called fold left, using which you can run like you can loop through the all the columns. So what all columns, that list we have to provide. So in that columns we will say PID and then price. If you have all the columns, then you can just give calls equal to df.columns. It will take all the column names from the data frame. Here we need only a few, right? So because of that, even now what you can do is, we have only 2 extra columns, right? I think we need this, and we don't require data stamp and these two alone, date time stamp and channel alone, right? So for that reason, actually what we can do is, we can just to do df.columns and don't take these two things, like drop these two things, and you can use that as well. Okay, or you can just select only the required thing in that way also, or you can put all the required columns in a list, and you can do in this way also. You have both the options. So now from this, if I place the cursor here, it will say list of string. Okay, so for that list there is an option called fold left, that function called fold left, which will perform the like looping through kind of operation for the operation that we are asking that to provide. So it will take two parameters. First one is the original data frame, which is here. What is the base of the like entire operation? So that is this one, and next one is inside the braces we have to mention the other input is what is the new data frame that is going to create after performing the entire operation, and I am giving it as column name, which means that like in for loop we will give for I, right? So similarly this is I. Instead of I am giving the column name, which means that it will loop through all the columns present in this list. Okay, it will loop through this and it will perform the given operation, the same operation again and again. So now new df, because this is going to be the new data frame, right? So we have to give like that, and with the column. Now this column name I am passing, because this column name is looping the calls, right? So it will have these columns. So first iteration it will take PID, second iteration price, like that it will take. So now I am saying that with the column of column name, which means that first let's say PID, what we have to do is again the same thing. So I am copying this entire thing, rtrim of element, and instead of event here we will pass the call name. If you see, for PID we have to take PID, if price we have to take from price, view time, and for event we have to take the from event, right? So that's why I am passing the same column name. If you notice, in a single line we have same column names here, and we need the second position. Okay, so now we have written and we are saying that we need this one, and just I am showing the result. So now I have saved it. Now I am running the script. So friends, if you see here, the same output we have got. See, PID, null, like price, view time, everything has flattened structure. We got the flattened structure, and without that equal to, and if you see, I have commented this code, so which means that we don't have to write multiple with columns. We can use fold left and we can write only one with column, and it will iterate through the columns. This is where we are saying like calls, this calls dot fold left means this list it will iterate through. It will iterate through each and every item and it will perform the operation that we are asking here inside this. So friends, finally we are able to flatten the semi-structured data that we have got. Okay, hope this is useful to you friends. Thank you for watching the channel. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.